Welcome to the Old School Muka and welcome to the Yorkshire Dales Photography Show. In this series of short videos, I'll be looking at the work of some of the photographers involved with the show. And today we're going to have a look at the work of Joe Cornish. And we're going to focus on one specific photograph, and that's of Carver Hill in Swaledale. With so much written and said about Joe's work, I'm not going to be able to provide any great new insights, but I'd still like to say a few words from my own experience. Carver Hill is close to us, just down the road near Reeth. It's a location I've visited a number of times. For the heather to be out, the photograph must have been taken in mid-August, and judging by the shadows, it's taken in the late afternoon with the low sun in the west streaming down the dale, lighting the greens of the meadows and emphasising the texture of the heather. Knowing this location, it's clear to me that Joe didn't just rock up and take the picture. He must have spent some time searching until he found the perfect arrangement of heather, village and hill. But when you look at the composition, it doesn't feel contrived or forced. It's just perfectly natural, simple even, which requires no little skill in a fairly complex landscape. And it perfectly reflects a sense of place, which to me is at the heart of great landscape photography. This could only be Carver Hill in Swaledale. For Joe's work it really doesn't need saying, but the photograph is technically superb. The front to back detail, the depth, the colours, the printing. Whatever post-processing has occurred, if any, it's subtly done. Ansel Adams famously said that there's two people in every photograph, the photographer and the viewer. You know that this is a Joe Cornish picture, not through any stylistic signature, but through the care put into the naturalness of the composition and the superb realisation of the final print. And this leaves the viewer full scope to interpret it as they will. For the exhibition, the photograph is complemented by the deep mount and natural solid wood ash frame, and is left unglazed so the reflections don't detract from the viewing experience. Understated, the presentation lets the photograph speak for itself. It's a real pleasure to show Joe's work at the exhibition and a privilege to spend time looking and talking about it.